Hello and welcome to Secrets of Organ Playing podcast. We are your hosts, Vidas
and
We've been mastering secrets of organ playing for more than 20 years and sharing them on this blog since 2011.
On this show, which we create from our home in Vilnius, Lithuania, we strive to help you grow in every area of organ playing, including practice, technique, repertoire, sight reading, hymn playing, improvisation, composition, music theory, harmony, and many others.
Our hope is to help you become a complete musician, or what we call as total organist, a program which we have created to help you reach your dreams faster than you would do on your own.
If you are new here, we invite you to subscribe to receive free updates of this blog at organduo.lt. By subscribing, you will also receive free video how to master any organ composition and 10-day organ playing mini course.
And now let's go to the podcast for today. Hi guys, this is Vidas.
And Usha.
Let's start episode 423 of Secrets of Organ Playing podcast. This question was sent by Damian, and he writes, Hi Vidas, I've been catching up on podcasts lately, and I'm very pleased that you've touched the topic of my little device. It's a very simple solution from the technical side, and there is nothing revolutionary in it. Maybe only the application is unusual. In Poland, displaying song text in churches is very popular. At least in my area, there is a display in every church. The ways are different from the old school slide projector through the large TV to the LED displays assembled by specialized companies in the field. I also know that in some regions of the country the organist only displays the number of the song, and people have the books in which they find the text. A separate topic is how much such displays help in singing. Decades ago, we didn't have such inventions and people sang much better. It was because they wanted to sing and sang a lot, and what follows, they knew the lyrics by heart. I do not know how it is in Lithuania, but in Poland, the desire to sing in the church is getting worse, especially among young people. Indeed, displaying the text helps if you sing a less used song or further verses, but only to people who want to sing. Sometimes I get the impression that these displays try to improve, in parentheses, the singing, make people sing more and as before. Nevertheless, in my opinion, they will not encourage people who do not want to sing anyway, and the problem lies in the fact that contemporary people sing less and less. Thus technology helps, but to a limited extent, and unfortunately it is not easy to eliminate the unfavorable changes taking place in singing in parishes. Damian. Well, this is a deep question, right? Even
Yes,
a little
it's
bit
a very broad and deep question.
About our civilization too.
True, and no, I don't think that actually Catholic Church in general was intended to sing.
You didn't think that parishioners were encouraged to sing over the ages?
Yes, because Mass in the native tongue was only held after the Vatican Second Council, and that wasn't so far back. And before that, there were psalms, Gregorian chant, that were intended only for clergy.
Mm-hmm.
And clergy assistants.
And choir.
Yes, and cantor or organist, whoever helped priest to lead the service. And in Lithuania, for example, we had this strong folk tradition of some folk hymns that people knew by heart and we sang them well. especially elderly women, as I remember them from my childhood. But now this tradition is dying. All those elderly ladies are already, pretty much gone.
So these songs were probably older than Vatican II.
Yes, I believe we were older, and I don't think that we were sang before, in the mass itself. Maybe before mass or after mass.
Like devotional practices.
Yes, that's right. So especially in a month, for example, like May, which is dedicated to Holy Mary. So we had special songs for Holy Mary and sang them entire month. I think at the end of each day. And I know that there were gatherings not in church but in people's houses where let's say all village would gather in one house and we would sing these sacred songs.
On Saturdays maybe?
Yes. I know that it would be in the evenings after all the work was done.
Yeah, in May. They would call it something like May services, but done in people's houses, not necessarily in the church. But today it's more like in the church at the end of each mass during the month of May. And I could say the same thing about the month of June, dedicated to the heart of Jesus.
That's right, Sacred Heart of Jesus.
Mm,
And then of course November for All Saints and All Dead.
and October for the month of Rosary, probably.
So we have all these occasions to gather together and to sing, but now I think all these old traditions are dying.
When I was little, somewhere around 1985, I still remember at one place visiting my grandparents during the month of May. It was probably end of my primary school. Students in primary school had earlier vacations, recess, right? Their school year would end earlier than other people, other older students. So my mom would take me to her parents' village earlier, than in the summer. So I still remember during that time one particular May service held in our place in around 1985, where neighbors gathered together, and mostly elderly people, but not necessarily all were old, but some were middle-aged, but younger people were playing outside, like myself, for example, and afterwards they were talking and chatting. It was a nice tradition, which was very active before Second World War, I would say, in independent Lithuania time. And the people would dance after those services, right? Your parents should remember this too.
Well, how could we remember what was in between two world wars if we were born after that?
Oh, right.
So you are really funny. My grandparents might remember that, but we are dead already, so I can't ask them. But anyway, nowadays, people sing less and less, and that's because of the technology. We don't have that need to sing.
Because technology entertains them very well with the stroke of the finger. You can scroll the screen and find entertainment all day long and all night long.
I know. And like earlier, at least you had to have, like CD or vanilla. Vinyl, yes. Or something. And now you don't need that anymore. You just need to have your phone. And that's it. and you can be entertained at any moment, and to find any song that you want, and to think about those programs that I can identify any music for you if you play it to that program.
For example, when two musicians are in the family, like can we entertain ourselves more than other people?
Of course, I think, but do we do it?
Yes, we play organ together. This is sort of entertainment too.
But it's also our profession.
It's even better, right? You get paid to do what you love.
That's right. But anyway, I was, surprised how well equipped Polish churches are from this letter.
With screens and projectors.
I know. You wouldn't find that in Lithuania.
No.
That's would be more like an exception, but not a rule. And well,
the best people have is probably numbers on the board of hymns that they could then search in hymnals.
I wonder how Lutheran churches are doing, or English tradition that had stronger support of congregational singing through ages. Are we still singing?
When we were in America, we had also numbers.
And hymnals. People had hymnals.
Yes. I once visited our Lutheran church and saw numbers too, not too long ago.
But I wonder if we are singing, during service. Every member of congregation.
Oh, we need to go.
To go and to check.
Yes, we need to go to Lutheran services in Lithuania too. Alright, so guys, maybe you could also send us some feedback about your place, what or how strongly people are singing in your country, and how is it varying from denomination to denomination. That would be interesting to know, right?
True. And do you yourself think that it's important for congregation to sing? Or not?
Alright guys, this was Vidas.
And Usha.
Please send us more of your questions. We love helping you grow. And remember, when you practice,
miracles happen.
This blog is supported by Total Organist, the most comprehensive organ training program online, where you will find courses for every area of organ playing, including technique, practice, sight reading, repertoire playing, hymn playing, improvisation, composition, music theory and harmony, with hundreds of scores and thousands of exercises. Here is what some of the students are saying.
Hugh writes, "The sight reading course has helped me tremendously. Thank you very much for your SS courses and all your help."
Robert writes, "I found the fingerings, registration ideas and general comments to be excellent."
John writes, "I have found your download very helpful. It was really excellent. I have watched some of your teaching videos, and when I read your instructions, I tried to imagine you are there teaching me. You may feel disappointed that I am 2-3 days behind, but I am a slow learner, and I have committed to taking the time to get it right, as you say. But the other night my wife commented that she had never heard me play such a detailed melody in the left hand so well. My left hand is generally poor."
Robert writes, "It has been a great pleasure in my life of having discovered your courses and material, as well as the YouTube work of recordings. You have a calm and pleasant way of teaching."
Ron writes, "Hi Vidas and Usha, thank you guys. What a wonderful response to my email note to you. You've got me right, and I feel you understand my level of playing. Yes, at home, and lucky that I have an organ for that reason. I am paying attention to this, and I am going to try this haha no longer secret model. Yes, and I love Cesar Frank too. What is very nice about your blog podcast is that Usha and Vidas are like a Socratic dialogue, and by bouncing things off of each other, so much more information comes out and is expressed. Your comments contain a wealth of information and understanding. I really appreciate this. It is very inspiring and will keep us moving forward.
Would you like to receive the same or even better results that our students are getting? If so, join them at organduo.lt/total-organist. And of course, you will get the first month free too. You can cancel anytime.
Also, if you haven't yet subscribed to receive free updates of this blog, make sure you do that at organduo.lt. By subscribing, you will also receive free video, how to master any organ composition and 10-day organ playing mini course.
This was Vidas.
And Osha from Secrets of Organ Playing.
And remember, when you practice,
Miracles happen.